colonial-themed book was published, and was awarded the Best Literary Awards in 2014. Many thought I was a writer, specializing in history. Well, not really. Some of my short stories that circulated between the years 2001 to 2005 explore a variety of genres. But indeed the last 10 years I prefer to use historical background to convey the message. Why? Because history has the potential to recur. By reading history, we can be more alert, so the bad things in the past, especially those in blood, cruelty and oppression in the name of religion, race, and other sad things, do not happen again in the future. Let us not forget. Some events can be repeated so similar. Like the Chinese ethnic killings of May 1998, which occurred once in 1740 around Ang River, Batavia, for more or less the same cause, social jealousy. History is also never presented in black and white scenes. So is life. All events are intertwined, forming complex, colorful networks that require a perspective, perhaps a certain distance for us to learn and interpret what really happened at some time. By looking briefly into the past, it does not mean that we are looking for who is right and wrong, but to look at everything more clearly. Unfortunately, not many young people love to read history. History is still among the most difficult lessons to learn in Indonesian schools. Maybe that's why, though not a historian, I am trying to introduce history through short stories or novels that do not use much difficult diction, in order to attract reading interest among students and young people. A collection of my short stories in the book Call for the Indies contains the stories of ordinary people, both the Dutch and Indonesia, who interact with each other like human beings in general. There are good Dutch, there are bad Dutch. There are good native people, as well as the bad ones. They were all common people, caught in a difficult time. A time that is not too familiar with human rights, tolerance among people, or even humanity. While in my novel titled The King, which was published in September this year, I tried to reject the myth that in the colonial period the natives were just a group of ignorant, crybaby, poor, and had no ideals to develop into superior human beings. I understand that the long-time colonialization and extortion by the Dutch in Indonesia has created deep mental injuries, and these wounds are spoken by generations, and are reproduced continuously through novels, plays, dance, or song. Even after independence we could see films that photograph the nation itself such pessimistic nuance. Make no mistake. We need heroic movies or novels. We need to awaken the patriotic spirit to generations that have never experienced the War of Independence, so they have a sense of belonging to this country. But maybe in more wide angle. Not only portraying the miserable people, but also proudly presenting a more optimistic nation. I am very excited that today more and more writers are taking the theme of history as a media messenger. Hopefully in the near future, Indonesian readers can be more literate in history, like their brothers in Western countries. Thus it can be more confident and more alert to welcome the future.